Hi guys, I was recently in Chengdu. Chengdu is famous for having very hot, spicy food. It's also home to some very top universities like Sichuan University and University of Electronics Science Technology of China, and also very cute pandas. Here's some cute videos of the giant panda. Now, there's only 1,800 pandas in the world, and most of them, 80% of them, are in Sichuan Province. I visited pandas in Chengdu and learned a bit about it. It's actually a fascinating animal. So many people know that they're actually endangered, and the reason is environmental problems. So in this panda breeding center, they've been focusing on breeding more pandas, but it's actually notoriously difficult to breed pandas in captivity for a number of reasons. Actually, in the wild, they don't have any problems, but in captivity, they just don't seem to have the same competition and dynamics that you'd find in the wild, so they just don't reproduce. But it seems like they've solved a lot of these problems, and if you look on the statistics, there's actually more and more pandas, and it seems like there's mostly protected, but it's come at a huge cost. And there's been a lot of investment into pandas, to try and save pandas. If you're interested to learn more, I recommend this video, which is David Attenborough, Life on Our Planet.
The living world is a unique and spectacular marvel. Yet the way we humans live on Earth is sending it into a decline.
And he looks at some of the environmental damage. And if you think that pandas are super cute, we should also be saving all of the other animals that are not as cute and protecting our environment. So they're really interesting because they're actually eating such a huge amount of bamboo that they're eating for 14 hours, constantly just eating. So they eat like 15 kilograms of bamboo every day, which means they're also constantly pooing about 40 times every day. And it's interesting because they don't really absorb all of the bamboo, they only absorb about 70% of it into them. And the reason why maybe this is because there's just huge amounts of bamboo, so it might be an advantage for them just to eat this huge amount of bamboo, although it's probably not that efficient. As they are bears, they're actually able to eat meat, but 99% of the food that they do eat is bamboo, which is just what they're constantly doing all day. It's really interesting, the pandas, because the baby pandas are actually like 1/800th the size of the male pandas. So it's like one of the biggest differences between baby pandas and adult pandas. So this is like the biggest size difference between babies and parents out of any animal. Normally in the wild, they have a lot of twins. So 50% of the babies are twins, and what happens is the mother does not have enough milk to feed both of them, so she'll normally choose the strongest of the two to survive. But in captivity and in the breeding centres, they're managing to keep both of them alive. Before, they definitely had a lot of problems to keep breeding these pandas. So here are some cute panda videos. They're quite clumsy, funny looking animals, constantly eating. When I arrived in Chengdu breeding centre, there's just so many pandas everywhere. Like, you're just constantly seeing pictures of pandas, panda restaurants, pandas this, panda that, so there's just so many pandas, so you know that you're in the right place, Chengdu, the home of pandas. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the pandas. I think it's a fascinating animal, but also there's a lot of other fascinating things that are worth our attention, and we shouldn't just be thinking about the pandas. There are other animals that are dying that may not be so cute, and we need to protect our environment. Thank you for watching.